I totally muted myself. That's it. It's been a while, George. It was a rookie mistake. Welcome to the Call to Cinema. My name is Aaron. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of different companies. We're going to do a focus on Mondo. We'll be looking at 101 Films, 88 Films, Arrow Video, Umbrella, among many, many others, including the Shout Scream Factory faction of the internet, because that is definitely a thing. I want to thank everybody that came in for my recent videos, especially the one that I kind of blew up, which was the one on the way I think that we're hitting a point in collecting where I worry that we're on that bubble. And with that bubble means a precipice of companies that hopefully will be able to make it through, and some that may not. Luckily, there's a lot of good people behind a lot of companies that I've seen, and they do so much good work. But with that being said, I have so much to show you guys today, and I really don't know where to start. I got some Mondo Macabro like over here that I'm going to show you guys. We're gonna go look at the website. We're gonna look at websites for different places. We're gonna dive into things. I think we should do that right now. But thank you for coming in, man. I am 2 weeks away from my trip back to Canada. I have to go there to get some paperwork done. It's going to be a very quick trip. I'm only going to be gone for about 3 weeks, and in that period of time, I'm hoping to get down to see my dad if possible. Depend on weather permitting. I of course can see my mom, can see my sister, and yeah, that's going to be a cray trip, and I'm looking forward to it so much. Where do we start? And we'll leave Mondo for the minute, but we will get in there. For those that are wondering why my good friend Malcolm isn't here right now, especially for a video like this, normally Malcolm would be. Unfortunately, he's under the weather right now, so send your thoughts out to Malcolm, who's feeling a bit not the greatest. Hopefully, he should be there soon. Hey, dog, welcome, dude. I like the A-Dog thing. But starting wise, I think let's go right into the cray one. Let's go into let's do Umbrella. Because especially with the latest stuff that I've been doing. Let's have a chat. Let's have an Umbrella-esque chat. So, all right. We talked about this on the channel. I made a live video. I made a pre-tape video. That being said, looks like they got a sale going on right now. Buy one, get one free. That's actually kind of cool. I did not know that. There is a bunch of swag titles that are here. But if you're into this stuff, like if you're a massive Terrifier fan, then Umbrella's got you covered. I like Terrifier. I think it's fantastic. I think it's the start of a new horror icon. I can't justify this, but if you can, cool. But it's 190 Australian, and you get 4 movies, which is great. Slipcases, okay. Book, a brick set, VHS, and sunglasses. So we can see it right here. There's the clown plastic brick set, 180 pieces. The Terrifier 3 VHS. You guys know I'm all about my VHS. You know I love my VHS. Let me know what your thoughts are on this, guys. What do you think? Art Attack, a collection of behind-the-scenes experiences and art. Terrifier Christmas glasses. Terrifier on 4K, which is actually kind of cool. Terrifier 2 on 4K, and Terrifier 3, which is I managed to get to see, and I haven't seen all of it yet. I've seen a bit of it, and what I've seen I really enjoy. So is anybody out there an Art the Clown fan? Is anybody out there looking towards something like this? For me, I just need the films more than likely. I got like a Terrifier 2 set that has, the soundtrack, and it's got a sticker, and that's like, and looks like a VHS case. So that's kind of good for me. But if you're an Art the Clown like fanatic, this I can see people going nuts for stuff like this. And this is what, if you're for the stuff that you want to see, get like this is what I see big release for. Terrifier 3 kind of it went in places that we haven't seen horror go, especially independent horror, in a very long time. Us that have grew up when Halloween was around know the phenomenon that was, but that was rare. Like the next one to come out, well, I guess was for that, like for the independent cycle of things, not studio wise, like not really being pushed by studio. Um, I don't know, maybe Blair Witch or Paranormal Activity, but even those had like studio pushes. This really was a grassroots campaign, and I got to say I'm really super stoked on that. Let's see what's coming soon. Let's see if there's anything here that's going to be of interest. So you were never really here 4K and Blu-ray collector's edition. Are you? It's a gorgeous set. It really is. It is like for me. I do have a VHS player, but yeah, I don't see that being something I'd go for either there, George, to be honest with you. See, I love VHS. VHS for horror, man. Sculptor VHS for horror because at the end of the day, I still think a lot of the old school horror looks best in VHS. I hate when they shine it up and make it look because it looks real. Like when you went out to buy go rent a VHS, some of those shoddy things kind of made it look more, more creepier. Did you watch it in Russian? What did you think? See, I have to say right now, I am people that were saying, "Oh, look at those that horrifying." I can't believe they did that. Oh, we're talking about Terrifier 3. We're not talking politics on this channel. It's not something that I don't do. I recently got asked about that, and I I review and like movies and analyze and stuff like that. So when I do stuff like that, uh, I gotta go in as just a viewer, so I can't be thinking any other stuff when I go in. That's why I keep it off the channel as well, because basically, um, if I'm watching with a bias, then that's going to affect the way that I review something. It's a better version. What's the better version? And I wouldn't be surprised. Uh, you're losing points. You're losing points, Malcolm. You're losing points. We got Filth here, The Crying Game, Spring, Summer, Fall, Winter, and Spring again. There we go. Azrael, not the Asbats, unfortunately. Come on, I hate having to like black in the background like that. Come on, come on. There we go. Caligari. Now that you guys can see it much anyway. Oh yeah, Terrifier 3. Uh, basically, Terrifier 3 had kind of as opposed to like being pushed by studio, it had like the kind of a grassroots type of campaign with its PR and promotion. We got Pulse here from 2001. This is a good Pulse, right? Yep, it's a good Pulse. Severance, another fantastic film that I really really like. You got Creep, which is really cool with the TV series coming out, and of course there's a second sight edition of Creep there as well. But with that being said, let's let's uh let's dive over. Let's just shoot right over to Mondo. And for those, I'm going to say this right now. We're going to Mondo Macabro. If you have any kids in the room, man, I want to bring them around because Mondo Macabro does sometimes have flashes of nudity, which I will try to get around. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and donate to the channel because this video is probably going to get demonetized due to the fact that I'm looking at Mondo Macabro releases. But I'm doing it for you guys here right now, and here we go. There is a lot of cool Mondo stuff here. Of course, Cafe Flash 4K is there. We got Bohashi Bushido, Code of the Forgotten 8, limited edition 4K is there as well. 42. But yeah, the fact that's just like a smaller company and that they're doing down their own, I kind of understand that. There's going to be more than 3. The Terrifier 3, so it's going to be all over the place. Man, you're going to get Steelbook editions, going to get VHS looking editions. Going to get a ton of really cool, like just amazing editions. I don't know if Seven is Seven says it's a cool film. I don't know if it's a classic. It's too new to classic. I understand that. Well, put it to you this way: if I wasn't traveling to Canada right now, I would have bought it. If I wasn't traveling to Canada right now, this would have been a buy for me right away. And I probably would have picked up Dr. Caligari along with it. Dr. Caligari, don't get me wrong, it's not a good film. It's an insane film. Utterly insane, crazy. It's an art film. It's an art house film. So it's not going to play for everybody. But I think it's absolutely wonderfully visually stunning. Cray. Wonderful. A lot of cray talk today, right? But with of course, you have to understand that the one they're coming out with Cafe Flash, that is a hardcore film. So if you don't like the hardcore stuff, know that going in, that is going to be, this is not softcore. This is full-on hardcore. But it's cool to see that get a release. Not for everybody. I would have bought it because I would also like the Caligari one. I love Mondo Macabro's stuff, and I will do like some of my top Mondo Macabro releases, which are here on the side, which I'll show later on in the video. So we have Girl Slaves and Morgan Le Fay here, limited edition, UHD as well. We got The Punishment here, limited edition, red case edition. Gotta love the red case editions, you know. The Warrior. So, am I the only one old enough to have the Patti Smythe song going through my head right now? Probably. All right. If not, and you also thought the Patti Smythe song, the Warrior, with Scandal. When I said that there, then you're cool. You're extra cool. Got The Warrior, The Blind Swordsman, The Warrior, and Ninja Double Feature Retail Edition. The Hungry Snake Woman Limited Red Case Edition right here. And a lot of these are really getting done low. I got to find my phone here because I know that the dip out, actually, I probably can check it on Facebook here. They did announce how low some of these were getting. And I want to just, as of 23 hours ago, so take this with a grain of salt. Cafe Flesh was 80% sold out. Bohachi Bushido is 63% sold out. Girl Slaves is 54% sold out. Punishment is 74% sold out. As for the older limited editions, Hungry Snake Woman had 69 copies. Tokugawa Sex Band had 132 copies. Killer Is Not Alone had 247 copies. Max Pico's collection had 116 copies left. Sex Apocalypse Fata Morgana had 104 copies left. Secrets and Mysteries, films by Pedro Olea, had 356 copies left. The Sinister Dr. Orloff is down to 141 copies. Shadow of Death is down to 96 copies. Night of the Executioner is down to only 38 copies. Ravishing Danny is down to 50 copies. And Apocalypse After is down to 241 copies. So the ones that are under 100 as of 24 hours ago were Hungry Snake Woman, Shadow of Death, Night of the Executioner, and Ravishing Danny. I'm sure Some of those are probably also less than that as of now. Max Paycus set here. Apocalypse. I love this. Dr. Jekyll and the Werewolf Retail Edition. Gotta say, really like this film. I need that edition. I do. Well, I need an edition of this one anyway. Fatima Morgana is here. Ever notice how gorgeous the covers are and the stuff that they do? Death Squad, The Inferno. I wonder if their set is on. Is their set even available anymore? There's Dr. Caligari right there. That's the 4K. So if you're getting Cafe Flesh and don't have Dr. Caligari, you kind of owe it to yourself to have both these. $20 for 4K is absolutely banger for price for that. I got to say, that is a really good price for that 4K. Anybody here that's partaking in the Mondo Macabro or has partaken in the Mondo Macabro sale yet? So I would be kind of curious to see who is and which of my viewers have the more eclectic tastes when it comes to comes to these titles. If so, let me know what you got, by the way. If you're watching this later and it's not live, let me know in the comment section down below because I would love to know. Haunted Turkish Bathhouse. I'm sure Malcolm has this. House of Terrors. Don't Deliver Us from Evil is such a good film. I have the DVD of this one. I've never bothered to upgrade it. The DVD was so good. Maybe I should. I don't know. I like to get things that I don't have rather than upgrade because there's so much new stuff out there that unless I really, really need to do an upgrade, I don't tend to do it. A lot of their stuff, George, is actually region free. I'm going to check on some stuff right here, and some of it says it's not region free, and it is. So, like for instance, let's do this right. So, their edition of Inquisition, Paul Nash's Inquisition, for instance, is a region free release. Der Fan, which everybody should know, by the way, George, is a region free release. It's a dark film, to say no. It's like Lucio Fulci's masterpiece, A Lizard in a Woman's Skin, also region free. Night is a Thousand Eyes, and a lot of sex is totally region free. I understand the mixed feelings, Gleamy. I really do. Even Beast of Magic Sword was a region free release. I'll check the other ones for you. These are all titles I recommend, by the way. Everything I'm showing here is absolutely fantastic stuff. There's not one of these that is not 100% certified banger called cinema approved title. Suddenly in the Dark, the first South Korean horror film, region free. Perversion Story, region ABC or region free, has the uncut edition of it. Now that's like a lot in this one actually, but it's a really good film. You have the UK edition of this one. This one won't be region free, but it is. Symptoms. This was put out by both. Oh yeah, there was a nipple there. That's why I say support the channel. I'm gonna get demonetized. Symptoms came up from BFI as well. So George, you probably have the BFI edition of this one. They put it together. Suddenly, it's actually really good. I love that featurette too, where you get to look at all those like different like covers, like cases and stuff for the different like horror films. Panic Beats. This is kind of a follow up to Horror Rises from the Tomb. Really cool one. Region ABC. Hunting Ground. I'll check for you actually. This one is region ABC. Okay. Nudity alert. But it's drown nudity. So drown nudity should be good, right? Howl of the Beast. Look at that cover now. Region free. Touch of Evil. One of my absolute favorite releases you ever put out. A lot of these are numbered, by the way. Limited edition ones are numbered. So here this is. 990 of the 1200, I think. this cover. This is fantastic. And Blood Ceremony, another one I really like that some people didn't, is again region free, region ABC. There's this massive Bollywood horror set. Shipping wise, let us check that out for you, George. How can I tell? Let me do something really quickly. You won't see me do it, but I will do it. Kurt. Is that Lena Romay? At Kurt. At Kurt. Go to Kurt. Subtotal. Go to checkout. Go to checkout. Not really going to buy it. I just want to see. So shipping address. Let's go to the United Kingdom. Close enough, right? United Kingdom. George. Putting George. What is the address to FOP in Scotland? What am I doing now? I'm trying to find out prices, seeing if I can find shipping information out. How am I doing that? I'm doing a mock order behind the scenes here. For George to get an idea of the shipping. Please fill out this field. A email at hotmail.com. There. Let's make something up. Phone number's invalid. Of course, phone number's invalid. I'm not using a real phone number. Okay, I'm using my phone number. There we go. It's a real phone number. So I did a 3-movie order. Just to see. I wish I had the money to buy the bundle. I bought the bundle for everybody if I had that money. And I put it to Scotland because why not? And it was $24 shipping. So not quite sure it's going to be more or less if you put more titles in there, or less if you put less titles in there. But I wanted to give you like a roundabout, George. So hopefully that helps out a bit. Something I used to do all the time when I was looking to buy films. So not quite as expensive as if you got something from Australia, but still definitely up there because it is coming from the US. Oh, no, I didn't want to use your address. I just used like a random address because I wanted to make sure things didn't go through. But yeah, it was around $24 shipping with 3 releases. And one of them was a kind of a 4K set. So hopefully that helps out. There is the insanity that is Dr. Caligari. Let's look at this for a second. If you've never seen this movie, you owe yourself to watch this at least once. But it's not for everyone. This is really it's really art house. It's really just it's visually stunning. It is oddly sexy, but utterly insane. It will not work for a lot of people. I'm one of the people that it does work for, but that being said, guys, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. So there you go. There we go. Look, depends on the amount of titles. You want me to add $1 to so yeah, so $25 for 3 titles. So add $1 to $2 per title. Uh, but they have some excellent stuff here. Uh, Frenchman's Garden, fantastic film. I should have picked it up when I was in Spain, actually. Uh, but that edition for $15 is really good. Queens of Evil, $14. That's a good title right there. Uh, like these are like the standard editions. These still have they got limited editions on sale, which is super cool. Their limited edition stuff usually has a booklet and often are numbered. So this is Shadow of Evil, for instance, right? Okay, so let me pick one up here. So, okay, let's go. So give you an idea. I forgot I'm still on screen. I thought Blood Ceremony right here. This is 502 was it 1000 or 1200, right? You open it up. On the inside, you'll see there's like a nice, not a small booklet, a nice thick booklet for Blood Ceremony. I'm gonna kill the person with that friggin' thing. Do you hear that noise? This is what I put up with, guys. I can share that. That's a bunch of nudity. That's a bunch of nudity. I can share this. There. You see a lot of write up, decent pictures with decent new with decent write ups as well. That's what I want. I want to open my booklet and I want to see like a good write up to go along with those pictures. I want to just see pictures. Not unless you've got a book to go with it. Because I want my reading. I want my reading, guys. I want to get my reading in there. Get me out of here. There we go. Oh, I'm down below. But yeah, I have Blu-ray editions of these movies too. If you don't want the 4K, of course, 4K you got your safer bet when it comes to like you're picking up something and you're in a different place, like George or Malcolm is. If you don't have a region free player, safer bet with 4Ks. But still, most of these here are region free. Designated Victim, by the way, is a really cool one. It's sort of an Italian version of what's it called again? Strange on Train. Yeah, that's it. But this stuff that they put out is just wonderfully fantastic, sometimes beautifully insane, but a lot of cases highly, highly underrated. Their fan is definitely one that I recommend to everybody. And these are the weird ones that I love, and I recommend these to Malcolm. Malcolm got these, and I think you have these, Malcolm. I'm pretty sure you do. So these were not just Giallo films, but they're Greek Giallo films. So they're insane, wonderfully insane. Oh, I missed a lot of your messages. I'm sorry. That noise was next door. Uh, uh, and well, not next door, but like outside, they're doing some construction work, which drives me up the wall. Feed the birds of cinema. Yeah, give some recommendations, guys. Malcolm's got some there. I got some stuff I can always recommend. Of course, I think it's at a print now, but if it's not, it'll print. This goes on. This is on sale. This is on sale. Grab the hell out of this one. This Bollywood set, freaking awesome. One of my best purchases. It was the noise was kind of a jackhammer. Are they coming out on blue? If you don't want the blue and you just want to get the DVD of them, no, save some money. Unless they're gonna have like a ton of new features on them. Uh, but with that being said, before we go on to the next one, let's mention this. So coming out next month, there is a massive Ultraman movie set coming out from Mill Creek. They're not going to release part 2. They really should. How come they're not releasing a part 2? I'm a really big fan of this stuff here, so I wanted to get that out there and like show you guys. If you're an Ultraman fan, because Ultra Galaxy Fight set is looking good. I'm not sure if they're sending me this one because I think this one is coming out apart from the normal stuff. So I might have to grab this one myself actually. Same as Ultra Q, which is one I still have to pick up. I get Neo Q as well because I like those shows. But really cool stuff. We just want to put that out there and show you guys real quick because it was just some really cool stuff. All right. Now, this is one of my Bitter House favorite films. We'll look at this one. It is Labyrinth. We bought on is it Blu-ray? On Blu-ray, I think. Double disc set, like 2 discs of from Walmart of Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, and for like $8 on Black Friday. But if you want to spend $90 per set, well, then, my friends, welcome to the collector's world of the Labyrinth set. Yes, Labyrinth coming with what's it come with? Come on, what is it? Okay, a crystal ball with wooden display base, art cards, sticker, probably a prism sticker because they seem to be into that right now. Need more Greek exploitation. I agree, Robert. We totally do. Actually, I got called Mr. Mondo Macabro recently on Reconnected. I was told that if I'm going to go from being Mr. Vincent to be something else, Ryan said I was Mr. Mondo Macabro. So there you go. I just want to be Mr. Movie Guy. I mean, do we really need a crystal ball? No, obviously it's not a real crystal ball. But there's also like Dark Crystal is getting its own, and that's going to come with it's going to come with crystal, of course. It's going to come with crystal, some art cards, and sticker, because $90, that's totally worth it. So it took too long to finish since people are ordering it 6-7 months before they actually ship. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yes, not a problem at all. After the video, I'll send you some pictures for Mondo recommends. I got a bunch of them here. So if my phone wasn't charging right now, I'd send them to you in between. I can definitely do that. Oh my God, I almost went off the screen. I almost hit the wrong button. And would have cancel this entire video right now. Oh, luckily I didn't hit it hard enough. I mean, it's nice, and if you like these releases, that's great and all, but look at this. Like, look at this. Do we need this? It's $261 US. You get the 4K UHD, an 18x24 poster, exclusive hex deck, prism sticker. I told you it was gonna be prism sticker. Prism sticker. Exclusive maze game, of those like things you get like in surprise packages. Exclusive snow globe, an enamel pin set, a plushie. I don't. I go back and forth on this, guys. What do you guys think of these like superly overpriced releases? Um, or over like you. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, we don't have to buy them. We can buy the standard releases. We don't have to buy the limited edition releases. Uh, but again, I worry that there's going to come a point where we're going to see less standard releases and more of this, where people are going to be kind of like pigeonholed in to buying stuff like this. And when that happens, well, it's like right. What happens is companies really get into that. So it happened to cards, it happened to comics. It could happen to films. Um, is speculators come in buying stuff like this, not because they like the film, not because of anything, but they might even watch movies. They come in because they think, okay, I'll buy this limited edition release. Limited edition means I'm going to make money. I can flip it on eBay. I can sell it somewhere. Um, but here's the thing: there's going to come a time. I did, and I still would, but not for the price that was at, not for the $300 price was at. And it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K VHS that got me thinking about it. Believe me, that's what got me talking about it. Because the way I see it is like if it's something that you truly love, yeah, if you really like the movie, it doesn't matter the cost of it. But here's the thing: that should be for for the individual for certain films. But I feel that when it gets to a point when that's every movie, when it's becoming like every movie, hey Triple H, welcome man, um, then that's an issue because then companies go towards making these bigger releases, and it becomes less about what you're watching and more about all the glam and sparkle and stuff that's around it, which can seem great for a time, but sooner or later, a lot of these special edition releases, trust me, as a guy that got a lot of anchor based stuff that was limited to 50,000, all that, that's worth absolutely nothing. Um, Eventually, these limited edition releases, they're not going to be worth jack. They're going to be worth what they mean to you, which is wonderful for a film for somebody that's collecting stuff and likes these films and wants to have this stuff. It did. I would totally buy it, and I because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is that film to me. It is like I said before, and I've said on every time Texas Chainsaw Massacre is mentioned, every time Black Christmas is mentioned. What do I say? Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974 to me is a perfect film and one of my top films. So there's a few films that I will buy multiple editions of and buy into the hype. That doesn't mean that every film either deserves it. I like that he watches me because he's actually watching and taking notes, which is good, or should have it. Because when companies start focusing on the speculators over people that are watching on a regular basis, then when those speculators leave, then you have companies, and sometimes it's not the big companies that are going to get like hit the hardest, but the smaller companies that fall into the trap that'll get hit hardest, guys. Because I want the companies that are doing great now to keep doing great, and when they go more towards the speculators they walk away. They don't give a crap. They'll go like they went from cards, from baseball cards to comic books. They left comic books. They left that industry in a mess, and it came to a point where people they were like just going for the speculators. Number one issues every week, chromium editions, holographic covers, cards in there, bonus stuff, all this extra stuff, limited this, limited that, second printings, third printings, all this stuff. And once that happens, once you tend to buy into that speculator market, then your base, it gets, you lose a lot of your base. And sometimes they don't come back. And when the speculators go, what do you do? VHS is the best part of that one. The reason I would have bought it was for VHS, but not at $300. If I had the bones, like Glenn would have said, yeah, I've had But that being said, in all honesty, probably do, like to a certain extent. I could save to to get that if I really wanted. But that's my rant for this one for right now. Now, if you are a fan of this and you're like this, you want to buy like you want to spend like $200 on Dark Crystal. I love, by the way, I love Labyrinth and I love Dark Crystal, and I love that there's these releases out there for people that want to get them. I have nothing against that, but I also love that Chef Factory is smart enough. Not everyone is smart enough though. I think they're smart enough anyway, but hopefully to do standard editions of these as well, because your base is in the standard edition. Your that's where a lot of it comes from. Um, Silent Deadly Night. Here's another movie I got million copies of, guys. I got like the Blu-ray double feature that came out from Walmart, which is it'll print now. I've got a DVD of Silent Deadly Night 1, I think. I got the Blu-rays for both Silent Deadly Night and Silent Deadly Night 2 from Scream Factory with the slipcases, as well as the T-shirt for Silent Deadly Night 2, and I got another T-shirt from Fright Rags from Silent Deadly Night as well. And I don't need it. I don't know if I need a 4K of this one. I wouldn't mind having the book, just because I like to read. I mean, yeah, I think the slipcover thing's gone too far too. I really do. I know that's gonna be like really controversial to some people, um, but it's cardboard. Like if you like it, that's fantastic. Great, do you. Uh, but it's gotta be about what's inside that, man. It's gotta be about what's inside there. Look at when they did those 5 slipcovers for Cutting Class, right? I like Cutting Class. I think it's a cool film. Is it 5 slipcovers cool? No, not at all. Even Joe Schoen wasn't a big fan of Cutting Class, so there you go. With with that, I feel like I'm more ranty. I feel like I'm more old man, like shaking his fist at clouds lately, right? Rock and Roll High School is getting a 4K Blu-ray edition, which is really cool. I like that. Faculty's coming out on 4K. Gotta love that. Hush is coming out on 4K, I think, next month. And rest in peace, Trevor Moore. I am a massive fan. You want to know my sense of humor? Right here. Whitest kid you know. Yeah, Plant Sage. Plant Sage though has said, yeah, you're good with the Black Label edition, man. The Black Label one's really nice. Got a really nice. I'm actually very jealous of that one. The Plant Sage has said recently on like a video that he feels like kind of like a bit peeved. He said it's on him. He didn't have to do it, but he bought the chainsaw set and regrets it. That's Robert. I'm more ranty lately. Hey, Peter, welcome, man. I do collect the imprint. I don't have everything. Oh, wait a minute. No, let me think. I don't, but I would. Their imprint is in Australia, and they're expensive to get. Now, I don't think I have any. I do think an imprint can be, PD, a bit overpriced for some of their stuff. Not everything. I think some of the stuff's really well done. But I probably will be grabbing some of their stuff when I go back to Paris, because the cheapest way for me to get imprint, PD, is over in Metaluna, in the store in Paris, and that's where I shop for a lot of my boutique label releases. When I go to Canada, they don't have stuff like imprint or like not often TerraVision or stuff like that. So usually I'll go to Paris to pick that stuff up. It's actually fairly cheap to go there, so that helps me out. So I try to get it either go to Paris or Spain every 2 to 3 months if I can, unless I'm busy or like funds get like crazy. You got to be smarter with the buying choices nowadays, man. You really do, because I truly think that we've reached this spot where we're like where a lot of us are going to get kind of fatigued, right? Um, and I would do. I mean, like Malcolm, made December right there. In case you know who that is, you should. You should be subscribed to the channel, by the way. Um, he's one of the guys that buys more titles than a lot of people that I know. But even me and Malcolm will look at stuff sometimes, and George too, and we'll be like, "Yeah, no, that's not worth it," or "Yeah, that's you hit that spot where you're like, maybe like recently, I love second sight releases and I love the stuff that they put out, but I do start to think I think with Hitcher it became like a big topic of conversation. We don't have to do that, George, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um, I I worry that with titles like that, and Hitcher release looks amazing. It really does. But more so than not, yeah, I'm finding them like, do I just want to get the standard release? Like it's sure to look great, but the Hitcher is bigger than. If, now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know that George and Malcolm got this. So the Hitcher, I think, is about the size of, or probably bigger than this Bollywood horror set right here, right? Like that second sight Hitcher. Like if I'm wrong, like totally correct me in the comment section. But I think it is. That's one film. It doesn't even have the Hitcher sequel on there, right? Or the remake. I don't think it does anyway. It's got books, which is great, wonderful. But if I'm going to put something this size on my shelf, uh, I want it to be because there's movies in it. Now there are exceptions to that rule. There are criterions that have books that I really really want to read. There's things where I just want to find out as much information on something as I can, but it really depends. It's a case by case thing. Last gimmicky thing I purchased was a John. There's a John Woolen board game. Are you serious? I love there's so many neat collectors box sets these days, but I would buy none. Maybe Emmanuel. The Emmanuel set's gorgeous, man. Umbrella. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, like the Umbrella recently put out, and this was like I talked about this whole controversy. It was they put out Caligula, right? All these different editions of Caligula. Um, and this really all different like movies on there and stuff like that. And it's got like books and it's got like a replica penthouse magazine and a whole bunch of stuff and there. And there's this release but in Canada. And it got a ton of like crapped on because um there's a couple of the film focus ones that I'm looking at. I'm pretty sure it's time to do the film focus ones, right? Because I like to get the sets that are focused on like actors or directors. So that would be where I'd look first for imprint. If not, it'd be like some single releases, kind of like a Fire in the Sky like style of release. Because I would like to have some in my collection, but it has to be price and features have to be worth it for me nowadays. I, I got a place here. I got two places, so I got a lot of space for my physical media. But even with the space that I got, I still got to go back and forth on real estate of like, okay, what's shelf worthy? Because if I have to drive 35 to 40 minutes to go get a film, the black exploitation looks really good. Then I really got to think about what I'm going to put on my shelf. So like right here, downstairs here, you can't see that well here, but there's mostly like kind of like TV and like random releases, and upstairs my other movie library that's here has a bunch of like boutique labels: Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, Arrow Video, Shout Factory, Scream Factory, Criterion, all the type of stuff, BFI. Um, and then I have like another like area right there, which has like kind of like is a combination of board games and like DVD, Blu-ray, like regular releases. Um, and then at the farm, I focus on a lot of my like DVD sets, older classic stuff, and some like other more regular Blu-rays. I think that the latest TV stuff. I think some of their TV stuff has been overpriced. The two seasons, what was it, Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie? One of them was like for two seasons. Um, look to be for me. Was that that's imprint? That's Vision, right? That's the same. Like I could be totally wrong on the comedy. Like, but I have found that some of them are getting too a price now, and I like their stuff. I haven't been able to get a lot of their stuff. Malcolm's had a bunch of their stuff. I bet you Malcolm has ordered them on the Macabro bun. There's no way Malcolm did not order cafe flesh on 4K. No way. Uh, Bewitch, thank you. That's the one. Where some people would probably be into the feature of like having the colorized versions of the film, of the episodes on there as well. I'm a purist, so you know that's not something that's going to like tweak me either way. Yeah, which ones are you looking most forward to looking to? Checking out. Look, see, I know Malcolm's not a big fan of this, but I'll say this right now. I do like nowadays that we're starting to see these more streamlined sites. Because you know we still have these big ass sets here, like the Shaw Brothers sets stuff that are massive. Like these are huge sets. But I travel, and if I'm like coming back, um, from if I'm coming back from and I'm flying for like 20 hours, then I really want to hopefully be able to pack as much in as I can. And if I got like a massive like set that's around this big, it makes it hard sometimes to get it like, and I got to get through. I got to get through like customs and all that. So when I can find these more streamlined sets, like the Jackie Chan set was done, I like that now. I do appreciate that now. See, I've got Persuaders is my better half's favorite show. There's a bit of like Aaron trivia for you. So Persuaders is my better half's absolute favorite series of all time, and we have two releases of it. There was an A&E release, which we bought at a used store in Ontario when we got stuck overnight during a flight back from Morocco, going into St. John's, and then I was at what's it called? What's the name of that place? Oh, what's it called? I was at a store anyway, and they had those slim like releases. Uh, and they put the Persuaders and Persuaders and Protectors, the two series. That they put them out again for like $20 each, and I grabbed both of them. I mean, I don't. It really depends, man. Like I I don't think like we do real like you can put them in slimline cases. You don't have to put them in like big cases. Now you don't. Everything doesn't need to be like say this here. There's nothing wrong with this set right here. This set right. This looks and each one of these, since they got a slim, not a thick case, slim case. I would have been really surprised that the Bushido title would not have been listed as one of your favorites, or Cafe Flesh. But I think that we don't really need for everyone, but it's okay. Persuaders is it is such a good show. Like from the music to like just the chemistry that those two guys had, and I don't know if they really got along behind this. I know that Tony Curtis didn't get along with like the guy who was making it at the time, uh, but such a good one. But for me, I used to love the Saint. I used to love Return the Saint. Because John Malcolm Murder, best theme song ever. Let me just grab something. VR released those on DVD. Yeah, they did actually put a few on there. Like I got, let's see what I got there right now, just to show you guys what I mean. Like I'm okay when they streamline things. Like Malcolm truly hates this. We've talked about it, but I'm like 100% cool with like these type of releases. If you like save massive shelf space and oh, that's what I was gonna get. Okay, cat. Okay, just got sent a message. Tony Curtis is like the bomb. Massive Tony Curtis fan. All right, you. Don't quit at me on my computer, okay? Miss Pixie is here. She's always photobombing me. Do you want a hug? You want to give me a hug? Give me a hug? All right. Okay. Okay. So, you want to get my shoulder? Come on up. Ta-da! The amazing Pixie. Careful. I like Danger Man, or otherwise not a secret Asian Man, right? I like the hell of that show. If it's like it's not as esoteric as A Prisoner, obviously, but it's good. It's really good. I don't know how. It's okay. Oops. I'm a massive animal lover, by the way, guys. Just so for those that are unaware, that are new to the channel, I have 8 cats here. We have cats on the farm, and I'm gonna snap some shots when I'm talking to you guys and send them to George. Remember, these are basically not my face. George doesn't need to see that. These are just my thoughts on films, but here we go. I warn you now, George. There's nudity on some of these covers, so you may have to look like this. I won't use symptoms because I'm pretty sure you got symptoms. George asked for recommendations on some of these here Mondo stuff, so I'm giving some recommendations. Gonna be some Nashi stuff there, George, because I love me some Nashi. It's a Miracle hosted by Richard Thomas. Sounds like something I like. Though I was not a massive fan of Little House on the Prairie. You know that? Okay, I won't mention that one. No nudity. Some of these you might have from 88 Films and stuff like that too, by the way. There's a couple of thoughts anyway. There's a couple of thoughts for you. I'll check upstairs afterwards, but that should get started. And of course, oh God, how can I not say this? All right, there you go, guys. Don't say I'm not a engaging and helpful host. I don't know the engaging part, helpful at least, right? But yeah, some of those big sets there, they look gorgeous, but they're so big. And with that being said, let's go to 101 Films. Strong recommendation of Nigel Neal's The Stone Tape. This is a really, really friggin' good one. I do give this one hell of a recommendation. I think that it is a great TV horror one, something that a lot of people should own. PD, if you like TV stuff, then the Nigel Neal, The Stone Tape is a really good release. I also am going to recommend from Kino the classic Ghost Blu-ray set that's coming out with 5 uh, TV horror films, haunted horror films. Most of, if not all, that have not been seen since they initially came on television, back in the 70s. So imagine that, getting to see something you haven't been able to see on VHS or DVD or Blu-ray or 4K at all, coming out in a Blu-ray set. That is that definitely goes as one of my picks of the month for October, um, and one that I do want to get myself. I do think that Kino is massively underrated as a company, and I do want to give them a bit more love and shouting out. It looks like I may be off of the Sony reviewer list for right now. There's been a change in the distribution and promotion of the Sony stuff, which is okay. I mean, like, I was lucky enough that Sony sent me out some stuff when they did, and I got to review that. And I take that like the time away from that as a very cool thing. If it happens again in the future, wonderful. If not, I will still like buy Sony releases that I like and enjoy because the picture audio quality is going to be freaking amazing anyway. But I bear no ill will to Sony for not being on that list. The way I see it, guys, I'm lucky to be able to do this. I'm not owed anything when it comes to any of these companies. Oh, I'm just a guy going along for the ride, having fun with this, and hopefully you guys join me and enjoy yourself. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yourself. Stone Tape pre it straight away. It is so cool. It will be your first time watch. That's gonna be cool. Did you like Ghostwatch? Because if you like Ghostwatch from 101 Films, great double feature with Stone Tape. It'll have that type of feel to it, I think, because it's been a long time for me. And but like they're like, it's gonna have that type of style to it. I do think that like these release. I think that this was a great release too for the people that were able to get this one. The Slumber Party Massacre set that they put out. Like, just look at this. Look at the way they did it. Look at how they did this set. That being said, I'd probably get, if the Scream Factory one's cheaper, I'd probably get that. But again, it's a gorgeous set. As we go through so much different stuff here. And since I've been doing this for a while, I've truly like looking at all these different things to show you guys. I went off the Shout Factory website page and sorry, I got this like message there, like, come back. Come back. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Okay, let's cancel for a second. I just gotta get rid of some of these pages. It's gotten so quiet. You guys are so quiet now. Am I missing messages, or did everything just stop all of a sudden? What do you think? What do you think? Huh? You think so? My boss is watching me. She's like, if you don't pay me attention, I'm gonna be upset. Let's do Arrow. Oh no. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Ah. Sorry. Oh. She did not like. She was offended by the fact that I did not let her stand on the Arrow's Shocktober sale going on right now. Do a quick look. Quick look. We'll do a quick look coming soon. I'm not going to go through all the Shocktober releases, but coming up really soon, we have, of course, the Trick or Treat limited edition that is out in some areas right now, I think, or at least some people have gotten it early. It looks like a really good release. The postcard we're seeing coming to that is Jason X, which we now know means that looks like all the new line Jasons are coming on 4K from Arrow Video, and it has been rumored that all the Friday the 13th may actually eventually come to Arrow Video. I haven't got a confirmation on that, but just a heads up. The J Horror Rising limited edition Blu-ray set is coming out, I think, around the end of October. One of the more interesting sets that they got coming out in the near future that I myself am pretty damn interested in. There's 7 movies on here in total, and I like the fact that they went for some of the lower budget, not as well known stuff for some of these titles here right now. Of course, Demolition Man, The Great Escape is coming out as well, as is the Critters Feast set, which is a wonderful set. If you don't have Critters and you like that type of stuff, Tomy is coming. If you're going to get Tomy, make sure you check out the Ito comic as well, because it is absolutely horrifically fantastic and wonderful. But the J Horror set is one that I'm looking at. If it's in Canada, I see it on the shelf, I'm probably going to grab it. And this is what I see as as basically what's the word, a quality, set. Because you got 7 films here, loaded with features. Like if there's an extra like a poster there, that's okay. But they're focusing on features, they're focusing on the movies, they're focusing on the books. That's what I want to see. Also wanted to look at another company here too, which I'm going to bring up. So I think I'm going to make. I want to give a recommendation to some of the stuff. Hey there, Vince. Welcome, man. Actually, I'm just about to get into that. So, damn, Vince, that is almost scary. So, yeah. What Vince just mentioned is literally what I was bringing up on screen. So coming up very soon is this set right here. I'm very, very excited about this release. The cover is absolutely gorgeous, and the films in here are fantastic. I really, really want this set. We get a version of that absolutely classic story, which we've heard so many times, of course, in so many different ways, the Snow Woman. And if you've never seen the Snow Woman before, have you never heard the tale before, then there's a movie, Tales from the Dark Side. And in Tales from the Dark Side, one of the stories is about this gargoyle, this creature that this guy sees one night. And that story is basically an Americanization of the Snow Woman story. I haven't seen all of them, but from what I've seen, I am 100% invested in this set. If this is if this shows up, without a doubt. So there you go, George. This might be my first Radiance buy, because this This is a me type of thing. This is the type of stuff that I look for. This is the type of stuff that I want to watch. And the they've put in some good work into this here. Uh, I love the look of these here. If you're gonna give me a book on something, give me an 80-page book on something like this. This I want to read. We got new interviews, we got visual essays, audio commentaries on here, and that's that is truly what I want. This to me is a premium release, and Malcolm's got to be gone because there's no way he wouldn't be saying something right now if, if he thought that this was there. Um, but this is what I consider an absolutely banger release. What a great release from Radiance Films. What an incredibly amazing release. And something that I'm very excited about, that I think is extremely exciting. And the type of stuff I'm glad that I want to see coming out from companies. This is why I like companies like Mondo so much, because we're getting we're getting pushed into, like, in a good way, into cinema, into different types of cinema, and often, to cinema that we may not know as much, or that we may have just not had as much access to. So to get that access to this stuff, um, being pumped from Criterion, there's it's a wonderful time right now. Criterion just had their flash sale. But yeah, this is more than likely, if it's there, man. If I got the chance to get this, this is as a strong chance, Milk of George being my first, uh, ratings release. Malcolm probably had that supper. To be honest with you, like it's 6 o'clock where I'm at. So Malcolm's probably chatting down for supper. His wife probably made sure that he's resting because Malcolm has to rest a lot. It really is gorgeous, and it's such a wonderful story too. If you know the story of it, then fantastic. It's going to be a beautiful visual like treat. If you don't, like, go on as blind as you can. It's a really good one. And with all that being said, I gotta say, um, I am so stoked and excited and happy to be back here, like, chatting with you guys. It's been a while, but I won't keep you guys much longer because I know a lot of you guys want to go have your supper, go have a snack, check out some of the stuff. My name is Aaron. This is, well, called a cinema. I do this because I enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. And sometimes lately, I've had a lot of work to do, or that I'm putting a lot of effort into certain videos, so that when I put something out, hopefully it plays well. Not everything plays as well as I want it to. Obviously, I've done a lot more reviews recently. Please check those out. They're usually only short reviews. It does help the channel a lot when you do, especially if you engage with them. Um, and I've been able to find a lot of good movies. I have another review coming up for a horror film, which you guys are going to probably enjoy, and it's a movie called Director's Cut. So that should be interesting. I haven't got a chance to check that out yet. But with that being said, like, share, subscribe. If you're watching this live, thank you so much. If you're watching this later on, put down your Mondo Macabro choices in the comment section down below. Let me know what your favorite Mondo Macabro releases are. And I will see you soon right here in the Call to Cinema. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, it is my pleasure.